Hello and welcome to the Red Men TV. It's daily news time and I'm here to talk about three stories. The main one being Liverpool bidding £55.5 million sterling for Monaco's Thomas Lemar, first and foremost. Now, a few places this story is broken. I mean, first and foremost, I saw it this morning through Goalkeeper, and Goalkeeper have actually said that it's more than the £55.5 million. The potential transfer would include further €8 million in bonuses on an offer of €72 million for the Monaco winger, according to L'Equipe. 8 million in bonuses as well as Liverpool look to secure the in-demand wide player before the close of the window. Then, about an hour ago, Sky Sports reported that Liverpool have bid £55.5 million for him. Arsenal have been in talks to sign the attacking midfielder so far this season. They are supposed to have had a £30 million offer rejected. Monaco are maintaining all along that Lemar is not for sale. Monaco, if you are listening, we know you're lying. There is an asset strip going on at Monaco right now. I mean, we know that Mbappe is about to go to PSG as well. I mean, if you were going to keep one player from your title-winning side, look, Lemar's a great player, but it would be Mbappe, wouldn't it? And, you know, we've seen so many people leave that Monaco side this summer that we just don't believe yet. And quite interestingly, James Pearce has just come out as well and started talking about it and saying it's around the £60 million mark. Liverpool have bid for him. And we are trying to get something over the line before the transfer window closes on the 31st as well. So that's really, really great news from Liverpool, and one that I didn't really see coming either. I think we've been linked with, you know, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain all summer long. We've been linked with Naby Keita all summer long, and we've known about these links for such a long time now. That I didn't really think we'd be bidding for someone that wasn't on our list of targets, as it were, like. But looks like Liverpool have decided that this guy needs to be gone and got, and as such they need to spend the money, because essentially we're going to blow our transfer record out the window if we manage to sign this guy here. According to James Pearce as well in the Echo, it's not dependent on Phil Coutinho going out. You know, it's to complement Phil Coutinho playing at Liverpool this season as well. You know, we know he's a wide player who can also play as a central attacking midfielder. We've seen him play wing back this season for Monaco so far as well, to cover for Mendy and stuff since they sold him. So it's a player that can play a lot of positions. He's a tricky player. He scores goals. You know, he got 20 assists last season, over double figures in goals as well. So he is an out wide player. Is it to somebody to rest Sadio Mane or Roberto Firmino? Is that what we're going to see Liverpool bring him in, so that, you know, we've got that speed and we've got that pace and that directness every single game, you know, such that we can rest the Mane, we can rest the Salah, and we can still keep that that type of wide player in the sides. You know, right now he's been playing as a wide player, but would he come to us and maybe play as an inverted winger, or does it give us another option such that he can go and play on the left-hand side and whip balls in for somebody like Roberto Firmino, Dom Solanke, Dan Sturridge and stuff? So very, very interesting, very exciting time to be a Liverpool fan as well. I'm gonna go into the comments in a little while. I'm just gonna do two more quick stories first and foremost. Now, I've not seen this reported anywhere, so this is very much a rumour right now. But according to Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio, Napoli have contacted Liverpool to discuss the availability of Simon Mignolet. Now, it feels to me like, you know, we saw Luis Carriers play at the weekend. Simon Mignolet sits out the game. Was he rested? Was he dropped? Napoli are now interested. They've contacted Liverpool about him and stuff. It feels like you know, Mignolet missing this weekend. Somebody's gone, ooh, we can get some clicks here. And I don't know whether I believe this story or not. Right now, until I see other people talking about it, I don't believe this story. It is mad though, isn't it, that you can think that Liverpool have got 3 goalkeepers on the books, and it doesn't look like anyone's coming in for Luis Carriers, doesn't look like anyone's coming in for Danny Ward. How much faith does Klopp have in those two? Would he be able to get rid of Sam Mignolet? I don't think so. I think we should keep Sam Mignolet this season regardless. And the final transfer story before I get into the comments, good and proper, is that West Brom, you'll have seen this one broke over the weekend, West Brom will be preparing a £30 million bid for Mamadou Sakho. Now, West Brom aside, who are very good defenders, not Crystal Palace like we thought. You know, Crystal Palace very close to the bottom. I don't think they've got any points in the Premier League this season, not defending very well at the moment. Really thought they'd come back in for Mamadou Sakho. Apparently he's got an agreement with them in place, personal terms and all that type of stuff from when he was there last season on loan. But West Brom could be a very good move for Mamadou Sakho, and it could be a system that he plays very, very well in and really showcases how good a centre-back he is. So, but either way, it looks like Liverpool could get close to that £30 million asking price, and if that's the case, then we've held on well to an asset and tried to get our value out of him that we think we can get, and it looks like Tony Pulis might be the man. But isn't it a mad world where West Brom are paying £30 million for centre-backs? Doesn't that just show you how crazy this transfer window really and truly is? Let me know your thoughts on any of those three stories, of course, in the comments section. I'm going to go into some comments now. Tom, have you got any decent ones to get us started, mate?
Yeah, so Ifan Davies, I think, talking about Thomas Lemar. He says, "This is boss, but why do we need another winger?"
Yeah, I think I answered that. What was his name? Ifan?
Ifan,
yeah, thanks for the comment, Ifan. I think I kind of answered this when I was talking about it, and it is that, you've got to keep these players fresh. It's no good. We're basically, apart from international breaks, playing 2 games a week until Christmas now. Hopefully we'll get far in the Capital One Cup. We've got Leicester upcoming in that away from home. We've got the FA Cup will be starting at some point during the, is it January that starts? We've got the Champions League, of course. We've got the Premier League and stuff like that. So, excuse me, my voice is absolutely fucked from singing and I'm not well. Singing at the game yesterday. I think, it's about keeping those players fresh. Mane started every game so far this season. Now, didn't look like he needed a rest, but, at some point, his body might just kind of give up on him. And when you start playing and you're playing tired, then it's more likely to pick up injuries and stuff. So it's about making sure that there's always somebody very quick who can play with Mane or with Salah and just keeping that dynamism as we go forwards throughout the side and stuff. Anything else, Tom, while I find some?
A lot of people talking about Keita. I know he's not been here. I'm having a look into it now, but a lot of people saying that he's in the UK. So either that could be both of them coming, or maybe it's one or the other.
Okay, cool. Keita's in England, says Gems Amism. Quincy Kaufman, Keita in the UK. David Grice, Chris is it too that Keita is in England. Elvis Annan, Keita in the UK. Mark Coffey, is Keita in the UK? Retro Lim, Keita's currently in my shed playing FIFA.
I'm looking into it now for you.
Yeah, so Tom's going to look into it now and get back to us. I think, obviously players are moving around, aren't they? So, with where Leipzig play, I'd imagine that if he was, I don't know. I don't know where Guinea are playing their international, if that's where he's from. So it might be a connecting flight from London for all I know, you know what I mean? So there could be reasons that he's in the UK. Let's hope it's because he's signing for Liverpool, though. Seriously, I mean, yeah, look, as much as I would love Lemar, I think Keita would be the one that I want more than any other. So while Tom looks into that, I've had a super chat from Fake Account. Origi could play a part of the Lemar deal, with Lemar being Coutinho's long-term replacement when he leaves next year. Also, Keita is in England. That's an interesting one, actually. I think we all heard over the weekend. Thanks very much for your text, for your chat there, Fake Account. I think we all heard about Origi this weekend, about him potentially going out on loan or moving clubs permanently. I think the loan was more likely and stuff, but it's a big season for Divock Origi, and we'll still have some stock over in France, and it might be an option. The problem is with these swap deals and stuff, and I don't know whether you know this, Mr. Fake Account, but the reason you don't see them very much anymore, and why sometimes you think, oh, this is going to be easy to set up, is because it's down to agent fees a lot of the time. And when you're doing a deal direct, the agent can get as much out of it as possible. When you've got 2 agents fighting over the same money, obviously the money's split and stuff like that. So, for example, Origi's agent might want £1 million, and let's say Lemar's agent wants £10 million, and the clubs only want to give £5 million to the agents. Then that's why stuff doesn't get done a lot, when it's quite often it would seem like it's a very easy option to go with, but it doesn't work like that anymore, unfortunately. It is because of these stupid agents taking money out of football. Sahota 2002, has anyone verified that Keita news apart from Graham Kelly? Wow, this is mental. This is obviously taken over big time. So check out Graham Kelly on Twitter first and foremost, Tom, because he does know what he's talking about. Simon swap with Rayner, says Craig Henry. Nah, Rayner's done for us, mate. He had his best years at us. I love him as a footballer. I love what he did for the club and stuff like that, but he's well past his best. Nathan's reviews: for a club transfer record, we must play Lemar somewhat consistently in the first team. Listen, Nathan, thanks very much for the comments. so what if like people come in as squad players? Like, why are we all scared of having a squad that we can rotate? And you know what I mean? Like Willian 2 years ago, when Chelsea had their struggling year and finished 10th in the league, was Chelsea's best player. He was a squad player last year as they won the league. Do you think he was arsed? He was probably arsed professionally speaking, but he won the league at the same time, you know what I mean? And that was gone from their best player the year before to a bit part player the year after. And I think as long as players are winning things and clubs are winning things, then these players understand that getting 30 games a season is absolutely fine, 35 games a season. And, you know, you've got to keep these fresh top talents fit. You know, it's not about pacing us for the first 3 months of a season like we paced ourselves last season. It's about pacing ourselves for 9 months of a season. And the easiest and best way to do that is to get more really good players and keep them all fit, and then start using different players for different types of games. And that's what you've seen with the successful sides. That's what Real Madrid have been doing. You know, they've been playing one team for the league and one team for the Champions League. They're the first team to win back-to-back Champions League since the new format. And how did they do it? They had to go about it a different way than they'd gone previously. Liverpool have never won the Premier League. Liverpool have to go about it a different way. We've tried playing and we've tried 13-14, and we got damn close in 13-14 with 14 players who were capable. We need to build a squad such that we can compete for trophies in the FA Cup, in the League Cup, in Europe, and in the fucking Premier League. And let's not be scared as fans to go and support that and just going back, if the club wants to, going back, getting big players and making them big part players at the football club, because that's the way that great football teams are run. Go on, Tom.
There is not much apart from Graham Kelly, and he says that his exact tweet is, I'll tell you his exact tweet. Check his location right now. He was talking to someone called Anfield Sam, and he's saying he's in the UK. That's about it.
Okay.
With Keita.
So the Keita news, according to Tom, is that he's in the UK. That's all we've got. Mates TV, which is Paul's channel, which is Paul. This is his channel, yeah. He's in the comments section. So if you've not, go and like it, because he does some really wicked matchday experience shows, some Anfield and stuff like. So if you like the story of the match style video, but you like it with a little bit more personality and stuff, then go and check Paul's videos out. They are class. I actually really enjoy watching them when he puts them up. Okay, so Milesy, what about Renato Sanchez? It came up again yesterday. And do you think we can still convince Southampton to give us Virgil van Dijk? Plus, did you know Kate was England, in case you didn't see the other comments? Nice one for the comment, Milesy. Okay, what about Renato Sanchez? What about Renato Sanchez? I saw it yesterday. Of course I saw it yesterday. I'm not, he never had a good season last season at Bayern, did he? He's obviously a talented footballer. For me, why I wouldn't go for Renato Sanchez is because of his age, to be honest. In an ideal world, I want Liverpool to buy 25, 26, 27, 28-year-olds to improve this team right fucking now. Not in 2 years' time, right fucking now, because I think we're on the precipice. I think we can go and challenge 4 trophies this season with this squad and this team. And what we need is not more youngsters to add into it. What we need is more talented professionals, experienced professionals who can come into games and be dropped into big situations and understand exactly what this team needs. And as such, that's why I would personally not go for Renato Sanchez, and I would be going for someone a little bit older, like an Arturo Vidal or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Who can just affect football matches right now and get the best out of the players that we've got and get more out of the players that we've got. Agree or disagree, of course, let me know in the comments section below. There'll be loads of people either way. But you know, look, he's a absolutely boss player. Like Mike Tyson says, Payjack TV, with a Y, just like Mate TV, Payjack TV. Yes. Love that. Lemar will play central. Yeah, could be, couldn't it? Because, you know, we've seen Phil Coutinho come in and drop into the midfield and stuff like that. And he has played centrally throughout his career, Lemar and stuff. So, could be a good option. But again, I didn't see that Coutinho would just be a centre midfielder. I thought that this season he would spend time between centre midfield and that left wing position just to give these guys space and time to avoid. Matty says 1892. Good man, Chris. Totally agree. I don't know what word, but I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you very much. Mates TV Story Boy says Toad. The Y helps pronunciation. Ha 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 ha. Sure. Okay, we'll move on then. John Hubble, Chris, please answer this. Do we need signings if Coutinho leaves? Bearing in mind Lallana will be back soon. If Coutinho leaves, absolutely. But Coutinho's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. It'll be okay. Right, okay, back into the comments. Thanks for that one. Chris, check Melissa Reddy's Twitter. Hamza Mukhtar said that. Thank you very much. Tom, check Melissa Reddy's Twitter. What did she say?
She says nothing about Keita.
Okay, Melissa Reddy says, has tweeted about Liverpool not being in for Renato Sanchez anymore, says Luke Galassi. Tom, you're terrible. Terrible. It was literally the comment above told you what she said. Hey, Chris, how big is our transfer kitty? Devil RV 89. I was told at the start of the season by someone inside Liverpool Football Club that it was 89 million. 89 million plus player sales and stuff, so work it out. How much of a transfer kitty do we have? 89 million plus player sales from this summer. Payjack Nipples with a C says Armand Jensvold. If you're going to get it right with a K, yeah. Melissa Reddy is... No. Harry Williams, is there any room for Lemar? Yes, there absolutely 110% is. Why are we bullying Arsenal a 4-0 win and going after Lemar, their top target? Because we can, Jack, because we can. Chris, saw a stat that says Liverpool keeping 7 clean sheets in their last 9 games. Perhaps our bend don't break day isn't as bad as we all think. Yes, Mike, yes, loving the American football analysis. Bend don't break, it's a Bill Belichick thing. We've broken plenty of times, though. That's the problem, is it? Like, we broke against Watford, didn't we? But you know what? It's boss, like, it's boss. Hey, Payjack with a Y, sticking in the comments. Payjack, is your Scout accent fake? If anyone can, Emery can said. No, not really. My bin's purple. Does that count? Am I a Scouser now? I'm from by the M62, lads, if you need proof or anything like that. Raymel Maynard, Chris, do you realistically think we can get Lemar and sort out a deal for a top central defender? Hashtag Liverpool for life heart. Do you realistically think we can get Lemar and sort out a deal for... Yes, of course. We've got 4 days, man. We haven't been able to sort this in like 2.5 months, but we've got 4 days and we're working round the clock. Edwards and his team are working round the clock to get this shit done. The one problem is, and it was in James Pearce's article actually, and it is with the Lemar deal, is that Didier Deschamps has called him up to the France squad, and Didier Deschamps has said anyone who's on the move needs to get their shit sorted today, Monday. So our deadline to get the Lemar stuff, according to Didier Deschamps, is today. Do you think Liverpool can get a deal sorted in 12 hours? Let me know in the comment section. In fact, if you don't think that Liverpool can get a deal sorted in 12 hours for Lemar, like the video. Yeah? Don't forget, of course, that's the end of the news show. Don't forget, of course, to like us on Facebook, on Twitter, on a new app called Volley, V-O-L-E. It's like a football Instagram. It's quite cool, actually. Posting exclusive videos on there as well. Instagram, of course. We're doing all these mad stories now from the match day. So everything that we kind of used to do on Snapchat, get over to us on Instagram as well. There's a great story of yesterday from where me and Tom were in the back of the Kop. Like, all the singing, all the shouting, all the dancing, all the screaming, all the goals, everything. All on our Instagram stories. Get over there. If you're looking for the Red Men TV on any platform, it is quite simply the Red Men TV on every platform. We have got branding down. It's amazing. Thanks for watching. Like the video. Like the video if you don't think Liverpool can get a deal done in 12 hours for Lemar. And subscribe to the YouTube channel.